Okay, so let's create a new Xcode project. Next, let's just call this UI example and create. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Make sure you're on iPhone 13 mini. And it's good to check that the preview is working. And let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, I want to create a view, struct, I don't know, percent num view. And we have var body some view, and this will take an integer. Oops. So let's say percent is of type int, and a number of type int, and let's have text percent. Let's actually put this in a string and use string interpolation, percent, and let's add a font of title and font weight dot semi-bold. And I want a VStack, excuse me, so let's embed this in a VStack. And I'll just copy this, I'll duplicate this. And instead of percent, let's use num, no dot space num. And I'm going to use font, say dot headline, and let's get rid of the font weight. Okay, and now down here, excuse me, let's create an HStack with percent num view with a certain percentage and a certain number. So the percentage will be, say, 85, and the number will be 1. And let's create another such view with 8% and the number 2. And we can apply some padding. I actually only want horizontal padding. And let's put a spacer in between these two views just to push them apart. Maybe I pushed them apart a bit too far apart, actually. So what I'll do instead, instead of a spacer, what I prefer to do is the following. Let's add a frame with max width. This is actually a really useful trick of infinity to both of these views. And I think I can get rid of the padding, and I think I like that better. And yeah, okay, great. So that's our HStack. Let's fold it. And next, and let's call this part, I don't know, struct top view var body. Okay, this should be in separate files actually, but I'm just doing something really quick. So top view. And if we want, we can push it up. Okay, now let's create a circle here with a green background. So dot fill dot green. And we can add some padding. And we can add a spacer. And next, let's actually do the following. So let's create an HStack. And let's open up SF symbols beta. I want an image of a square. So let's do a filled square. So let's do square. I think I know the code for it. Yeah, square fill. So let's copy name. Don't need that. So let's do image, system name, and let's do fill. Excuse me, foreground color dot green, and let's do text low. And let's put that in a view of its own. So let's do struct, say color box text, view var body, some view. Let's just copy this in here, and let's do let color be of type color, and replace the color green with color, and let's let text be of type string, great. So now we can use color box text down here. So we have color box text with a color and some text. So I'm going to do dot green and low, and let's put this in an H stack. Oops. And let's make 3 duplicates, and I'm going to replace this green with purple, or actually let's do purple over here, and let's do, say, yellow over here, and instead of this, let's do medium and high. So we have something, and I think I'll just add another spacer over here just to move it up just a bit. Yeah, I think that looks kind of nice. And I could have done a pie chart here, I just don't feel like it, so I'm not going to do that. And let's change this to purple, actually. And now I want a background for everything. So let's embed the V stack. Let's embed the V stack in a Z stack. And let's do color dot, I don't know, say red dot ignore. Excuse me, not ignore. Let's make some opacity because this looks horrible. And let's ignore safe area. And we have some demo, okay? Doesn't look beautiful. Actually, I don't really like the red. Let's try blue. And for the 8 stack, yeah, perhaps we could add some spacing of 20. Yeah, that looks okay. Or alternatively, we could have added some padding in the color box text, right? So if we go back to color box text, right, let's add some dot padding, and I only want horizontal padding. Yeah, I think that looks good, but actually I preferred it before. I liked it better before. So let's, excuse me. Okay, what was before? Oh yeah, in the H stack, let's add some spacing of 20. Okay, so we just have some example, and yeah, and we could change this color to something else, right? If we wanted to, we could have done, say, linear gradient, say, dot blue, comma, dot purple, comma, dot, I don't know, pink, for instance. Usually you want closer colors. Top leading, bottom trailing. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Great, so this was just a quick UI demo, and I was mainly concerned with the background. And yeah, have an amazing day and happy coding.